Here's a list of great landscape trees to start indoors this winter. Spoiler alert, they're all oak trees. Garry Oak, Bur Oak, and Pin Oak. But why oak trees? I will tell you why. Free acorns. Pick some up at your local park in the late fall. They're free. Hard to find at nurseries because of the super long taproot, so they don't like to grow in pots, so they're hard to find. And then, of course, tree tunnels, the greatest joy in life. How to spot oak trees when you're gathering acorns. First step, take a walk in the woods. Look around. The trees that still have their leaves, that's the oak trees and the beech trees. But, look at the oak trees. Acorns, they'll be on the ground. Don't take the ones with the holes. Store them somewhere cold and damp until you're ready to plant. And then throw them in a bucket. And the ones that float, throw them away, because they're probably not going to germinate. And if you can't find any acorns, there's always eBay, which is where I got these. Here's the Garry Oak. Native to the Pacific Northwest, Northern California to Southern British Columbia, it's Quercus garryana. Garry Oak. Oh, I love a weird looking tree, and this is the weirdest looking tree. It's a white oak, but what does that mean? That means it's going to germinate right away. It doesn't need to be exposed to cold. The red oaks have to have cold stratification, so they've got to be somewhere cold for a couple months, either in the refrigerator or a garage, etc. What do we know about the Garry Oaks? They're white oaks, so they're going to come germinated if you get them in the mail or if you find them in the woods. You can put them right in some water too, like I did here. Okay, let's plant these little dudes. Let's get on with the voiceover. Here is the Garry Oak acorn. It's got a root poking out. Guess why? Because it's a white oak. Here is my oak tree container. I got it on eBay. It's built for dominant long taproots. If you're worried about super long taproots, you can plant in a container like this. Here's the acorn. That's the root. It's going to grow down. Trunk's going to grow up. Yeah. And then we're going to plant them in these oak tree containers. And at the bottom of these pots, I've got sand, because when these roots inevitably grow out of the bottom of the containers, the sand is going to catch them. Day 25, sprouts. Day 49, that's an 18-inch taproot. The Bur Oak acorns are here. They're late, but they're here. Here are the acorns. They're a little bit larger. Look at the size difference between these two Bur Oak acorns. But let's plant these dudes in the same way as the Garry Oaks. Bur Oaks. It's a white oak, Quercus macrocarpa. It's native to the northeastern and the Midwest U.S. That is a majestic tree. Bur Oak. Why are they so special? I will tell you why. Low lateral branching. This is the Northerners' version of the live oak tree. And the last tree on the list, Pin Oak. It's a perfect triangle. And this guy is tolerant of different soils, different watering requirements. Quercus palustris, and he has a unique leaf shape. He's a red oak, and he has the cutest little round acorn, but that means he needs to be cold stratified, which is why I grow them in the garage. They also don't need as much water when they're sprouting in the winter. Okay, Kelly, you told us all the great things about oak trees, but what about the downsides? There have to be negatives. Number one, it's going to take at least 10 years to have a proper tree tunnel, and 30 if you choose the Bur Oak. Ain't that the dickens? Number two, it's going to take 5 to 10 years to produce acorns, so you'll have to wait to make friends with the deer and the squirrels and the wild turkeys. Number 5, your tree will get so big and beautiful, your neighbor will be insanely jealous.